I was trying to be real vague about it, but that party traumatized me.
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I don't throw the typical Hollywood extra uptight party.
People are walking around, this corner this got going on, this corner they over here doing this corner they over there having.
So, we get loose, we dance a little bit.
They'd be like, we having a party tonight, but this ain't your kind of party. You'd be like, yeah, I ain't going. I don't want to go.
And they're in the pool. And they're drinking mimosas in the pool, but then it's like a waitress walking around giving people drinks, just passing people drinks.
So when you get up, they'd be like, don't touch them bottles right there and only drink them bottles right there. So we already knew what the drill was. You just don't mess with them bottles.
And that's why they lock up our phones, because they know what we see in there, he can get in trouble.
It's sounding kind of dangerous now.
It's a little kinky, but
yeah.
Have you heard about Diddy's notorious freak-off parties? The shocking reality behind these secret gatherings has finally come to light, and it's far darker than anyone could have imagined. Diddy is now facing serious allegations, and what transpired at these parties is truly unsettling. For over 30 years, Diddy has been a colossal figure in the music industry, known for launching some of the biggest names in hip-hop. While many recognize him for his musical contributions, his influence extended beyond the charts. Diddy was also infamous for hosting some of the most outrageous parties the industry has ever seen, like his legendary all-white gatherings that everyone wanted to attend. These events were filled with celebrities, luxury, and glamour, making headlines everywhere. But as we dig deeper, we uncover a much darker side that remained hidden from the public eye. Let's rewind to the late 90s, when Diddy kicked off his exclusive all-white parties. These gatherings were unique in their execution, defined by a few simple yet strict rules. Attendees had to come ready to enjoy themselves. No negative energy allowed. They also needed to be part of Diddy's elite circle of celebrities. And of course, the dress code required everyone to wear all white, creating a luxurious, almost ethereal atmosphere. These parties quickly became the place to be, drawing in A-list stars from across the entertainment spectrum for nights that promised fun and freedom. Initially held in the Hamptons, one of the most exclusive locations imaginable, the parties later expanded to other upscale venues, with Diddy carefully selecting each spot to match his desired ambiance. Yet the gatherings were about more than just showcasing wealth or status. Diddy claimed that the all-white dress code served a greater purpose, leveling the playing field. By dressing everyone in the same color, he aimed to dismantle the typical barriers of image, status, and ego that often accompany celebrity culture. It didn't matter if you were a superstar or someone with the right connections. At these parties, everyone was meant to feel equal. Or at least, that's the illusion Diddy created. However, things took a more intriguing turn. While these gatherings appeared to be all about innocent fun in a luxurious, all-white setting, whispers suggested that not everything was as idyllic as it seemed. The polished image of inclusivity and connection served as a facade for what was happening behind closed doors. The inaugural all-white party took place over Labor Day weekend on September 7, 1998, in East Hampton, New York. Diddy hosted around 200 guests, transforming his new home into the hottest venue for the industry's elite. The guest list read like a who's who of hip-hop, R&B, and Hollywood, signaling that these events were more than just social. They were a strategic power play, solidifying Diddy's status as not only a music mogul, but a cultural icon. Yet beneath the glamorous surface lay a troubling reality. While many marveled at Diddy's lavish parties, few were aware of the disturbing after-hours gatherings known as the freak-off parties. These secretive events starkly contrasted with the highly publicized main parties, and Diddy took great care to keep them hidden. The freak-off parties were wild, clandestine affairs filled with activities that have now landed Diddy in serious legal trouble. Reports indicate that select guests lingered after the main event, indulging in drug-fueled escapades that involved exploitative behavior. But the situation grows even darker. Prosecutors argue these were not just chaotic parties, but coercive and abusive environments. The allegations laid out in the indictment are shocking. This isn't merely gossip. It details an extensive operation Diddy supposedly maintained, leveraging his power and influence. The 14-page legal document outlines accusations of threats and manipulation aimed at forcing individuals, particularly women, into unwanted situations. These charges extend beyond typical party antics, encompassing forced labor and even kidnapping. For years, Diddy's prominence in the music industry allegedly allowed these freak-off parties to continue unchallenged. What might appear to be sensational tabloid gossip, drugs, wild parties, actually conceals a far grimmer reality, according to legal sources. These gatherings have been described as prolonged marathons, and if the prosecution's claims hold any truth, they were anything but consensual. Diddy allegedly had a whole system set up, using his employees and connections to pull people into these situations, leveraging his influence to make it happen. This wasn't just a one-time deal. The allegations suggest it was a planned operation that went on for years, with Diddy at the center of it all. It's claimed that Diddy would bring women into his circle by making them think they were entering a romantic relationship. But things quickly turned dark. Once they were under his control, it's said that he used threats and pressure to get them involved in his notorious freak-off parties. These weren't short gatherings either. They could go on for days, involving several people at once, both men and women. What's even more unsettling is that Diddy allegedly recorded everything without their knowledge, using the footage as a way to manipulate and control them. Drugs were reportedly a big part of these parties. It's said that Diddy provided plenty of them to keep the victims in check, making them more submissive and easier to control. After these intense parties, the victims were given IV fluids to help them recover from the exhaustion and drug use they had been subjected to. And the whole thing didn't just happen by chance. Diddy's entire team was allegedly involved in making sure these events ran smoothly. From booking hotel rooms to stocking them with everything from baby oil to drugs, his staff took care of all the details, including cleaning up afterward to hide what had gone on. The team also arranged travel for the victims and made sure everything was prepared for the next freak-off. They were always ready to restock whatever was needed, like IV fluids, drugs, and more supplies. In March 2024, police searched Diddy's homes in Los Angeles and Miami and found some alarming supplies tied to his alleged criminal activities. Reports say Diddy had a team that handled everything for him, including paying in cash sent across the country. He just needed to show up, and the exploitation would start. The freak-off parties were reportedly filled with violence. Diddy is accused of physically assaulting his victims, kicking them, throwing things at them, and dragging them by their hair. These attacks led to injuries that sometimes took weeks to heal. If any victim resisted his demands, they were threatened regarding their careers, making them feel they had no choice but to go along with what Diddy wanted. The fear of physical and emotional abuse was constant, as Diddy supposedly used recordings of these encounters to keep them silent. Diddy's alleged criminal network included security staff who sometimes carried for intimidation. It's said that Diddy himself would flash weapons to scare his victims, creating a tense atmosphere. During the searches, police found several firearms, including 3 AR-15s with altered serial numbers, which were believed to be used for intimidation. Anyone who tried to flee was allegedly tracked down by Diddy's staff. Employees who questioned his authority faced threats of physical violence. This whole situation created a scary environment where silence was enforced through intimidation and fear. In late 2023, after serious allegations about Diddy's behavior came to light, especially from his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura, his reputation took a hit. As negative stories spread, it's said that Diddy's team pressured the alleged victims and witnesses to stay quiet. They were reportedly bribed and told not to share their experiences with the police or to create false stories about what happened. Now, it seems Diddy's time is running out. He's currently incarcerated, and the government has started a thorough investigation into his life to reveal the dark truths behind his actions and what his victims went through. Now, what do you think? Do drop your thoughts in the comment section below. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We'll be back with another one pretty soon.